It just hit 12 a.m., which means my balloon should bring in Giovanni, and he will have the brand new legendary shadow Pokemon. So as we can see right here, there's the balloon, and it should be Giovanni. I've got the Super Rocket Radar going, so boom, there he is. And now that we've got him, it's time to fight him and get that brand new Shadow Tornadus. And this right here is the team we're gonna be going in with. I've got myself a Mamoswine, a Lucario, and we got a Zekrom. And no, I'm not gonna Mega the Lucario this time, mostly because I feel like it's something that not everybody has, and I wanna show a team that potentially everybody has. You don't need shadows, but they do extra damage, but they do actually take extra damage too. But what we're gonna do is immediately switch out, because as you can see, the Persian does have Scratch, but also as you can see right here, the Scratches did stop for a second. Every time you switch out a Pokemon, there's a 3-second delay, as well as when we throw these charge moves. You might also notice that I'm not going to be actually charging these things up in the beginning, because unfortunately he will be using his shields, but on the upside, he's gonna be using them regardless. So there we go. Persian is down, and next up we have Kangaskhan. This is good and bad. Unfortunately, it does have a ground move, so we're gonna get rid of a shield here. And fortunately, he will be shielding regardless of what we throw, but the downside is I'm gonna have to throw this power-up punch or I'm gonna lose my guy real quick here because this mud move is going to take me out. That's one downside to Lucario. He takes super effective damage against ground moves pretty significantly. He's very glassy. But on the upside, it actually looks like we're gonna take out this Kangaskhan without having to switch out, so that's nice. And we're gonna have a lot of energy, so there goes the Kangaskhan. Don't know when we're gonna get Shadow's Kangaskhan for us, but now we have Tornadus officially here. It is Shadow, and that's gonna take me out. Boy, I did not expect that. Well, cool stuff. That's what this Mamoswine's for. We're just gonna build up the energy on the Mamoswine, and then we will just throw the Avalanche, and then we're gonna win. It is a pure flying type, so you could use Ice, you could use Electric, you could use Rock. Shadow Rhyperior would have been good, or normal Rhyperior, doesn't really matter, but as you can see, we took him out no issues at all. Like, that was a very easy defeat there. Though, I will say the Tornadus did do a lot more damage than I thought he would do, but there's all of those rewards. We've officially battled and defeated him, so we're done with that stuff. But now it's time to get our first ever Shadow Tornadus in the game. Cannot be shiny at this moment. This is the incarnate form. And 3, 2, 1, let's see if we get a good one. It is a 748. Oh, I think that's actually kind of good. We'll see, but I think this is actually really good in terms of the IVs, but let's just catch it. And unfortunately, I threw a Golden Raz, which was pretty dumb of me. In terms of the Giovanni stuff, when you hit it, you get it. It's almost like a shiny practically. You never lose this unless you just throw constantly and it keeps deflecting the ball away. But I do think this is actually a pretty good one. This is not going to be a bad one. Yeah, no, that's amazing. I could turn this into a purifiable hundo. I'm not going to, mind you. I feel like that'd be a bit of a waste, but a 15, 14, 13 is really good. But then we do have to ask ourselves, is it good in terms of in the game? And the answer is absolutely not, unfortunately. When it comes down to it, this Pokemon is just bad in general. I wish it did have some use, and maybe in Great League it does have some use, but from what I've been seeing and hearing, sadly, this thing isn't the greatest. So if you want to skip out on this thing, I don't think many people would blame you for doing so. Plus, in the future, there probably will be raids, like those monthly raids like we've had with the Reggies and the Beasts and the Birds. I'm sure that this is going to be showing up, and you could get a shiny Shadow, but if this is the only one you ever want to do, you could use your Super Rocket Radar for it. Plus, it does count for the special research. And I'm actually very happy that we got a good one, all things considered. If I wanted to purify it, I could, but I'm really not going to, because I already have a hundo, surprisingly. And this one, again, is a really decent Shadow, which doesn't happen too often, so I'm decently okay with it. But again, if you would want to hold off from using your Super Rocket Radar, I wouldn't blame you, and pretty much the majority of Pokemon Go players wouldn't either. Now, if you do want the Shadow hundo, you want a 754, that is the 100%, or a 1242 if weather boosted, specifically only by windy weather, since this is a mono flying type Pokemon, which is one of the few in the game. That would be the weather you are looking for. But you know what? I'm happy to have it. I like filling out the Shadow decks and stuff like that, so I'm not upset about using these things. Plus, I like to show you these things and how to defeat them. But unfortunately, this is one of the worst Shadow legendaries to be put in the game, period, really. But on the upside, the delightful days taken over is finally done for me, so let's claim all these items, why not, and see what we get for our final rewards. We get 2,000 dust, we get the 3,000 XP, and an encounter with something, a Persian. Neat. Really wish they would have made this a Shadow Persian. I think that would have been awesome. They've lately not been putting a lot of Shadow Pokemon in these researches, which is pretty sad in my opinion. I think that anything that has something to do with rockets should give you few shadow Pokemon encounters, but that's just my opinion, of course. But was this one a good Persian? No. I mean, it's okay. It's a 3-star for sure, but it's not the greatest. And it looks like we just get to auto-complete this, so let's claim all that dust, and then we're gonna claim the final rewards, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Now, unfortunately, it is looking like I'm not going to be getting the next Taken Over quest until it's time for the event to go live at 10, but it is surprising that this is how this works right now. We get the balloons, we get the rockets, surprisingly, they're here now. Before I forget, I am gonna turn on these radars real quick, but yeah. Kinda sad, unfortunately, that we don't get the tasks, because usually they do actually make these rocket events go live at 12 a.m., and I'm glad that they've still made them go live at 12, even though the event isn't officially live, if that makes any sense. But as you can see, there are a few more rockets. In fact, there's quite a few rockets around us that are coming in. So I'm gonna fight these guys real quick, and if there's something really exciting nearby, I'll show you. But if not, smash that subscribe button for me, show me some love, and let me know in the comments down below if you're going to get Tornadus or not, and if you already have, how did it turn out? Did you get a really good one? Did you get a bad one? Let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right down here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.